All right, last set of 3 equations with 3 unknowns. And what you should notice immediately about this one is that this final equation, whoopsie, this final equation here doesn't have an s in it. Okay? So that means if I can use equations 1 and equations 2 and eliminate s from them, then I already have 2 equations that only have the same 2 unknowns, and I can treat them like a system. So in the past, we've done some elimination, eliminated a variable, and then boxed it. Well, I don't have an s here already, so I can just go ahead and box that up. And if I can eliminate s from these 2 equations, then I have my 2 equations, 2 unknowns, and I can solve for those variables. Negative 3r plus 3s. If I am trying to eliminate s, because s was already eliminated or is not in this equation, then I'm looking at this negative 3 and a positive 3. They're opposite, so I can add to eliminate those. Negative 3 plus 3 is 0. Then I'll do negative 2r minus or plus negative 3r, which is the same as negative 2 minus 3, is negative 5r. And negative 4t plus 5t plus t. Negative 24 plus 15 is going to be negative 9. And so these are the 2 equations that I will pair up and do elimination with. And you should see already that they are set up quite nicely for elimination. Plus t equals negative 9. Okay. So they have the same coefficients already. I'm ready to eliminate. If I'm looking at the r's, I've got a positive 5 and a negative 5, so I can just add those, and they will be eliminated. And then look at the t's, negative t plus t. I owed a t, and then I got a t, I have no t. So there's 0 on this left side. And then 9 plus negative 9 gets me 0 as well. 0 does equal 0. There is an infinite number of solutions to this system. And again, it doesn't mean that everything is a solution. It just means that there's an infinite number. And I'm going to go into that just a little bit real quick. So if I said, all right, then r, what if r is 1? Okay, if I put in a 1 right there, then I could solve for t. I'd subtract 5, and I get negative t is 4, and it would tell me t is negative 4. And then I could go back to one of these equations, and I could plug in r and t. So if I said r was 1, then that would, if r is 1, that forces t to be negative 4. And those 2 things are going to force s to be a certain number. Negative 3 plus 3s minus 20 equals 15. That will become 23. That makes this 38 equals 3s. So s equals 1, 2, 6, 7. Okay. So if r is 1, t is negative 4, s becomes this. Okay. Then if I could do the same thing, I could plug in a 2 here, and I could find out a new t. So if r is 2, what does that make t be? And if r is 2 and t is, in that case, it'd be 1, then what would s be? Okay, so we've got infinite sets of 3, r, t, and s, that can provide solutions to this system because there's a full line of intersecting points between these planes. And that's number 10. On to some word problem.